In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to crochet a pouch. This is a beginner-friendly tutorial. I'm going to explain all the stitches you need to know. It is super easy. You can crochet it in one day, basically. All you need is a crochet hook and 2 colors of yarn. Starting off, we're going to be making a slip knot. To make a slip knot, you want to wrap your yarn around your finger like this. And then after you made a circle, you want to put the tail end that is connected to the yarn skein under the O so that it makes an O with a line in the middle. You want to grab your hook, slide it underneath and around that line. And then you want to grab both tails and pull tight. And that is how you make a slip knot. It is super easy. So just to repeat that, make a circle and then grab a tail. Any tail works. Make a line in the O, put your hook underneath that line, grab both tails and pull. Now for step 2, we are going to be chaining 13. To chain, you want to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So now we have 2 chains and we want to make 11 more. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. After you made 13 chains, you want to pinch the last chain that you made and make 2 more chains. 1, 2. Now that we have made 15 chains in total, we want to turn our chain around so that we're working on the back loop of each stitch. And what that means is we are going to be working into these bumps in the back. As you know, a chain is like a V. So there's V's, and you typically would work into this part of the chain, but in this video, we're not going to do that. We are going to turn it around and we're going to work in these bumps. It should be very clear. Don't worry if you don't get it, you can always retry. So we're going to yarn over and insert a double crochet into the 3rd stitch of our chain. We are going to yarn over, insert our hook into that back bump. I'm going to use my finger to pull it in. So sorry that I'm covering it. And then we are going to yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So if you're confused, don't worry, we're going to do that again. So you want to yarn over, count 1 bump, 2 bump, 3 bump. In the 3rd one, you want to insert your hook into that back bump, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to do that for the entire row in that back bump. So we're going to make another double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, and use our finger to pull our hook into that back bump, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're just going to do that 10 more times. So 1 double crochet, another double crochet, and once you have 1 stitch left to do, all you want to do is the same thing. Just work into that chain and make 1 double crochet. And once you've finished your first row of double crochets, what we want to do is turn our work like this so that we have the tail end here. Now we are going to be placing 2 more double crochets in that last chain that we did. So this one right here. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, and make 1 double crochet. Sorry, I lost my voice there for a second. 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet in that same stitch, so that we have 3 double crochets in the last chain right here. Stay hydrated, guys, especially if you're making a crochet tutorial. Now that you have made 3 double crochets in this last chain, we are going to turn our work around so that we're going to work on the back side of the chain that we just did. As you can see here, this is the bottom of our chain. Because we just worked in the back bump, this is how the bottom looks like, so that you can fully insert your hook into these stitches and act as if they were stitches. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to yarn over, twist our hook, and work into the next one. So we're going to skip this, and we're going to work right here. Move our hook and insert our hook right in there and make a double crochet. Again, we are going to insert our hook into the stitch that is right here and make a double crochet. And as you can see, I'm kind of weaving in the end that the chain has created while I'm crocheting. So if you don't know how to do that, all you want to do is place it on the stitch that you're working in. And then when you make that first yarn over pull up, you're kind of weaving it in, as you can see, because the yarn goes over it. And then you're going to make a double crochet, one more double crochet. And you can see here the fact that we did 3 double crochets in that last chain, it has kind of made it bowl up. And now that we're working into the back of the chains, we are building the base of our pouch. So this is how it's going to be. So we're just going to work until we reach the last stitch of this row. Now that we've reached the end of the back side of our chain, we are going to work 1 double crochet into this stitch right here. Because if you can't tell, after you make that double crochet in there, we basically have 3 stitches in that stitch alone already, because we have 1 stitch and then the chain 2 and then the double crochet. So now what you want to do is you want to slip stitch into the first double crochet that we made here. So that would be this stitch right here, which is right after the chain. As you can see, it is this one right here. So we're going to insert our hook and pull through the single loop that is on your hook. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take our work and flip it inside out, even though there is no real inside out, but we are going to fold it like this so that the pretty side is on the outside, like so. And now you can see this is kind of the base of our pouch, which is coming together very nicely. And now to move on into the actual row 2 instead of row 1.5, we are going to chain 1, 2. Place a double crochet right into that first stitch. So you want to place a double crochet right here. Now we are going to work around this entire row with just double crochets, no increases or decreases or whatever creases necessary. We just want to make double crochets around this entire project. While at the side, you may notice that it does look like you need to make some increases. You don't, you just have to keep tight tension on your hook so that when you pull the last loop of your double crochet, it ends up being tight and nice, instead of if you keep loose tension on your hook, which is what I'm doing as an example, you will have big loops in your project, which is not really clear because, but this is how it would look like. You'd have a big loop here, and that is not ideal. So you definitely want to have some nice tight tension, obviously not too tight. And remember, it's only crochet, you can always redo and try again. Once you reach the end, what we're going to do is we are going to place 1 double crochet into that last stitch. And now what we have left is a slip stitch, the chain, and then the first double crochet that we did on this row. To end every single round from now on, what we're going to do is fold our project nice and tight so that we can see everything. We are going to skip the slip stitch, skip the chain, and insert our hook into the double crochet that we did and make a slip stitch like this. Now to start every single row from now on, we are going to chain 2, yarn over, insert a double crochet into the same stitch that you slip stitched into, like so, and then continue on. Now continue on making double crochets. And once you reach the end of this row, we are going to do the same thing as we just did. This is the last stitch that you're going to work into, the double crochet. You're going to skip the slip stitch and slip stitch right into that first double crochet that we just made, also skipping the chain. And then you're going to start the row by placing a double crochet into the stitch that you just slip stitched into. Basically, what we're going to do is we are just going to use the chain 2 as a way to get up, but we're not going to count it as a double crochet, because if you count it as a double crochet, now this may be unnecessary to hear as a beginner, so you can skip this, but if you really want to know why I skip it and why I do it like that, it's because if you were to, skip this first stitch and act as if the chain was a stitch, this is how it would look like. There would be this weird hole here, because if you act like a chain 2 is a double crochet, it just doesn't look right, because chain 2s aren't double crochets. That is essentially how you make a pouch, and that is what we're going to be continuing on for the entire project. So this is the last stitch that we're going to work into. This is the stitch that is before the slip stitch, and obviously that's going to happen once I start recording. Double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of this row, which is right here. Slip stitch. To start this row, we are going to chain 2 and then make a double crochet into that stitch that we slip stitched into. And now we're just going to work double crochets until we have about 8 or 9 different rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, until we have 8 or 9 rows. This pouch has 9 rows, so I'm going to base it off of this. And once you're at a stage of the pouch where you are satisfied with how long it is, slip stitch right into the double crochet at the top. Make sure to get all the loops. And then we want to pull up a loop and cut off, but I don't have scissors around me at the moment. And then we're going to grab our second color, which is just the color that we're going to use to make our strap. If you can tell from this one, the strap is literally just a chain. It is super easy. All you want to do is grab your yarn. I'm going to use white because I think it suits pink. So I'm going to make a slip knot. And then we are going to be chaining, honestly, I don't know, which is not good for a tutorial, but I would say about quadruple, so 4 times the length of your pouch. Since we initially chained 13, I believe it was, we are going to do 13, 26, 56 stitches. I believe. My head is a bit too chaotic to do head math. In German, you say Pi mal Daumen. I just measure it whatever. So I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of chains until I have a length that is about 4 times the width of your pouch. So this would be once, and then I'm just gonna wait until, ignore this hair, I have 4 times that amount. A whole bunch of chaining to do, guys. Okay, once you're done with chaining about 4 times the length of the pouch, or width, I keep mixing those two words up, we are going to start quote-unquote weaving it in around the pouch. And if you can see it from this pouch, we are going to do it with 2 double crochet differences. Is that the right word? I don't know. We're going to grab the tail end of our chain, and then we're going to go grab our hook and pull it through the first double crochet here, like this. And now we're just going to do it all around. So 1, 2, and then grab the chain. You could use a bigger crochet hook, but guess what I'm going to say? I don't know where it is. and then skip 2 double crochets and pull through. 2 double crochets, pull through, 2 double crochets, pull through. And we are just going to do this all around. Two double crochets, pull through. Oh, what happened here? Two double crochets, oops, pull through, 2 double crochets, pull through. And as you can see, the pouch is coming together. This already looks very much like a pouch. Once you're done with looping it around, it should end up looking like this. And now all you need to do is obviously cut off your end. And now we are going to just tie a knot with these 2 chains like I did here. You just want to tie like a dead knot and then cut off the tail end of the slip stitch. And I know you're probably like, oh my god, but it's gonna come undone. It actually doesn't. I use this on a daily basis, not really, just every time I go out, so probably like once a month, but it doesn't come undone. It's pretty sturdy, you could pull it anytime, and plus even if it comes undone, you can just tie another knot. It's just a chain, it's nothing serious. Pretty secure, pretty stable. So that is how you make a crochet pouch. It is super easy, super beginner friendly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below if you'd like to have a tutorial for this pouch specifically. I made this one last year. It's super easy. It's just like a ear. I don't even know. This is like, I think these are just like 7 chains and stuff, something like that. I don't even remember how I did this, so I'd have to see again. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!